It's been a season like no other. The distinguished prevailed.
Jawanda is the champion.
Every time you win a big tournament of this magnitude, you still get the rush.
The aggressive dominated.
How good did you run today?
I couldn't really lose today. I was just getting smashed in the face for the day.
The charismatic won our hearts.
Next time, please don't bluff. But you bluff also. And I have 5. I'm good.
The high rollers ruled the roost.
This is more like a super high roller final table.
Can't really picture you holding up 7-4 off for the winner's photo, you know? It's just like too dirty.
It is over. Mike Watson wins the PCA 2016 main event.
And the prolific performed.
What do you think about even chop?
No, no.
No, no?
I play for fun, so...
You play for fun. Okay. Let's have some fun.
It's a 10!
And now EPT 12 concludes in Monaco with new stories,
I think it's my turn.
new dramas,
I make a big fold.
It's your problem, my friend.
That's why I'm the best, huh?
and a new champion. We're in Monaco for the PokerStars and Monte Carlo Casino EPT Grand Final. Season 12 of the European Poker Tour ends as it began, with more than 1,000 players signing up for the main event. The vast majority have already fallen. Just 6 remain in contention for the first prize of nearly €1 million, and one of the most sought-after trophies in poker. Welcome inside the most beautiful poker room in the world, the Room of the Stars, playing host to the last final table of EPT 12.
So far, Season 12 has been the year of the stars. Every main event's been won by a well-known poker pro, but that won't be the case here in Monaco.
Yeah, all the famous faces have gone. I guess Jan Bendik is the best-known player in the final 6.
But that's the beauty of the EPT Grand Final.
When there are no more stars to be had, we simply create a new one. And hoping to shine the brightest is chip leader Jimmy Guerrero. The French pro made the trip here with his girlfriend, who almost made the final table herself.
C'est le fait d'avoir partagé ça avec ma copine, c'est un moment extraordinaire qui va rester gravé dans mes mémoires. Puis j'essaie de rester concentré dans ma bulle et focus jusqu'au bout.
Adrien Allain is also a big stack, and he's looking to bully the rest of the table.
Mais en fait, il y a pas mal de short stack, donc je vais essayer de leur mettre la pression parce que les paliers vont faire qu'ils devraient jouer assez serré. Donc le plan, c'est d'être assez agressif en début de partie, quoi.
Third in chips is Jan Bendik. The former EPT Player of the Year and 2-time main event finalist has one goal.
This time I play for trophy. It's time. For 10 years player, it's too long. Yeah, it's time.
Pierre Calamusa also has title dreams. He's a rising star on the French scene and isn't here for the riches.
I don't care about the money. I just play for titles. I just play for the glory, and winning will be better than the money.
This is already Oren Rosen's biggest live cash, and a win today would see him enter the record books as our first ever Israeli champ.
I'm very proud to represent my country. It will be great. I'm playing a lot of poker. This is my life, so it will be my dream.
The shortest stack at the table's already made history. Adrien Umarov is the first ever player from Kazakhstan to make an EPT final table. And what's more, he won his seat in a spin and go for just €10.
Я до сих пор не верю. До сих пор не знаю, как так получилось. Не сразу понял, что это билет на EPT. My dream is first place.
Motivations may be different, But the goal is the same. Victory in the last EPT main event of Season 12. Well, these 6 players have outlasted 1,092 others to make it to the final table. 5 more eliminations will crown a champ. Hello, I'm James Hartigan, alongside Joe Stapleton.
Hello, my babies. Ironic, 1,092 is the exact amount of my minibar charges last year.
That little, huh? Blind 60,000, 120,000 with a 20,000 ante. Action folded to one of the short stacks, Oren Rosen from Israel. Ace-Jack of diamonds.
Oren's gonna be Oren.
Oh no, you need it. You need the triangle, yeah. Give him! Yeah! I told you.
Rosen has shoved. Jan Bendik with ace-king.
Reshoving time.
All in.
Boom.
Wow.
Umarov. Folds.
Wow.
And Guerrero's out as well. So Rosen at risk and dominated.
Our highest finishing as rarely before this also went broke to a dude named Jan. Season 6.
Hashtag fun facts.
Oren's gonna have to get lucky here, or his friends are gonna have spent longer at airport security than they will at this final table.
Well, that flop sees Rosen's equity drop to 16%. He needs a jack, or running diamonds, or running Broadway cards. That takes away all the backdoors. A few opportunities, but ultimately Rosen is looking for a jack on the river to double up through Bendik. It's a 6, and he's out in 6th.
Ah, bummer, Rosen crew. There's probably a grace period in the parking garage at least. Jan's wife, Angelica, is pretty stoked.
Well, Bendik's now playing a stack of 5 million, while Oren Rosen cashes for nearly 171,000 euros.
Pretty sweet score for a guy just taking a shot.
Jan, I make a big fold, huh? Jan, I make a big fold.
It's your problem, my friend.
Yeah, it's my problem.
That response was as unwarranted as it was fantastic. Well, the next player out will receive nearly 234 grand, up top close to $1 million, which will be by far the biggest live cash any of these players has earned.
They're gonna need that million. I don't want to say Monaco's expensive, but even the neutrons have a charge.
Action here on Adrien Umarov, the online qualifier. He folds. Chip leader Jimmy Guerrero is out. Pierre Calamusa, former contestant on the French reality show Maison du Bluff.
Zut alors!
He's got Queen Jack of Hearts.
All in.
And he's going with it.
Zut alors!
Jan Bendik
Call.
has ace-king again.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
So Calamusa at risk with close to 40% equity.
Pierre's buddies, Olivier and Alban.
He's also being railed by a French megastar, Patrick Bruel.
You know who loves Patrick Bruel? Your mom. She actually really does.
Calamusa looking to hit this flop. And he does. That gives him 14 outs.
Who needs reality TV when you've got the drama of the EPT?
5-6, okay?
Okay.
Running 5-6 would chop it. 5 on the turn.
I don't care, Pierre. I'm from France.
Good game.
4-7.
So Calamusa wins outright with a queen, jack, or heart, and they split it if a 6 hits the river. It's a 6!
5-6.
Wow, I told him,
Told you. I can call the cards.
It's a chop pot. And you know what they say? Everyone loves a chop pot.
Might be the last one of season 12.
So Calamusa survives.
You accepted, right? 5-6.
It's a genius, huh? It's a genius. He told you, huh? Told you 5-6.
It's your problem, my friend.
Yeah, I can call the cards.
Should have called for hearts then.
Well, the 3 French players at the table are all good friends and say this tournament's been like playing a home game.
Do you think they had that? Wouldn't it be awesome if we all made the final table conversation when day 1 was starting like the rest of us do?
Calamusa in the cutoff has kings.
I'm starting to think maybe he can call cards. Hey, could you call for a Mother's Day card? I think it's too late for me to go out and get one.
Calamusa raises to 240,000. Adrien Allain folds. Jan Bendik's in the small blind with ace-6 of diamonds.
Call.
Round to Umarov in the big blind.
I think it's my turn.
There's only one hand you want here, my friend.
And it's not 7-8 offsuit.
They're both red? Well, he is getting ridiculous pot odds, but my guess is that the 10-euro qualifier isn't going to be quite as experienced post-flop as the French grinder and the former EPT player of the year.
Well, he decides to call, and we're going three-way to the flop.
Hey, maybe Patrick Bruel will sing my mom something for Mother's Day.
Calamusa, the favorite here. The flop. Jack 6-6, trips for Bendik.
Oh, gross. King's no good.
Check.
Action check to the pre-flop aggressor. Calamusa continuing for 300,000.
Of course he's going to bet. He's going to have the best hand a ridiculous amount of the time.
Bendik calls. Umarov folds, heads up to the turn. It's a 5, meaning Bendik is a 95% favorite. And it looks like he's going to lead.
Maybe he doesn't like that spade.
1/3 pot, $500,000.
Could have been a little bigger.
All in.
Calamusa shoves.
Cool.
Nice work inducing.
Calamusa at risk and drawing to just 2 outs.
King.
Unless it is a king on the river, he is out in 5th place.
Poor guy probably expected to be up against a flush draw most of the time.
All right. Not flop, I guess.
Nobody expects Jan Bendik's Jan Ben trips.
Flops or diamond.
The river. It's a king!
Hit him with the hide! I don't know how or why, new phone, who dis?
That's why I'm the best, huh?
Jan is not amused.
Baba Booey. Hello, hello. Hey now, the king of all suckouts. Sorry, Jan.
What more could he do? He got it in good. He was a 95% favorite there. But Calamusa hit a 2-outer to get the full double up.
Hello, my babies. Want to listen to more of my jokes and embarrassing stories without poker getting in the way? Subscribe to EPT Not Live on iTunes or download it from soundcloud.com/EPT.live. There's guests, competitions, online dating. You can even get some behind-the-scenes gossip on the show you're watching right now. That's right, more layers than an advanced Rubik's Cube, which has 2 layers. More layers than that. EPT Not Live.
Here at the PokerStars and Monte Carlo Casino EPT Grand Final, we've seen French pro Pierre Calamusa narrowly escape elimination twice.
5-6, okay? I can hold the card.
Flops or diamond.
Despite his good fortune, Pierre believes ability will win over luck in the long run.
What poker is about, it's about strategy, it's about skill and not about gambling.
That's why I'm the best, huh?
But I'm better when I have a big stack, so maybe I will be gambling a lot to get a big stack.
Five-handed at the main event final table, blind still 60,000, 120,000 with a 20,000 ante.
Now's when the real poker starts.
Calamusa folds. His fellow countryman Adrien Allain is going to get frisky and raise it up with 9-6 of diamonds.
Sure, why not?
Round to the blinds. Adrien Umarov folds in the small. Jimmy Guerrero in the big. Ace-queen.
Jimmy likes his hand. Jimmy thinks we should play for a bigger pot. Jimmy's gonna 3-bet.
The chip leader re-raises to 850,000. What's Allain doing?
4-bet alert. He has looked at his cards, or actually, I don't hate this move. His hand isn't strong enough to call, but his stack is strong enough to 4-bet.
1,800,000.
Jimmy's girlfriend T played this event. She finished 14th. Quite the sweat now.
Guerrero out of position. He calls. We're going to the flop. Well, Jimmy has flopped a gut shot and a flush draw. He is almost a 9-to-1 favorite here.
That was a hell of a flop for ace-queen with the queen of hearts.
He's checked it to Allain, who had the pre-flop betting lead. He continues for 1.5 million.
And that is a terrible flop for 9-6 of diamonds.
Guerrero calls the c-bet.
And I think 6-9 should just give it up here. Most of the time, he's going to have less equity than Hillside Property in Pompeii.
4 of clubs on the turn, pairing the board. Allain has less than a pot-sized bet behind. Guerrero still playing in flow, checks it a second time. Allain checks behind.
Let's hope for his sake that is the white flag being waved.
A third 4 hits the river. Guerrero checks a third time.
All-in.
And Adrien Allain moves all in, a huge bluff.
Now, this is the perfect run out to get folds, but I have no idea what Allain is repping.
The 2 biggest stacks at the table go to battle, and then this happens.
Only 6 combo, yeah? Kings or aces, yeah? Got broker.
Jimmy's got the right idea. There aren't a lot of combos of aces and kings out there.
Yeah, well. Wow.
Unfortunately, he is not beating ace-king as a bluff. Tough spot for him. Even tougher for that coffee stirrer.
Sorry. Amazing.
If he finds a call here, Allain's out.
Show me if I fold. Maybe. Hein? Tu verras dans 1 heure. Ouais, tu dis? Tu verras dans 1 heure. Time.
Clock, please.
Time has been called. They'll put Jimmy Guerrero on a 60-second countdown.
You have 1 minute to act, starting from now.
My French is a little rusty, but I'm pretty sure he's complimenting his opponent's play.
C'est sûr que tu bluffes. C'est sûr et certain. T'as pas des valides.
30 seconds.
He knows this is a bluff most of the time.
It's either that or a slow-played monster. Every once in a while. Which is it, Jimmy?
Yeah, nice bluff. Sure bluff. Sure. Very nice bluff.
Vous savez quoi?
J'ai pas les couilles de payer, putain. J'ai as-dame.
Sérieux?
Ouais, je te jure.
Vraiment?
Ouais.
He shows it!
Ouais, je sais, il bluffe.
Aïe!
Je sais, il bluffe, j'ai as-dame. Ouais, je sais.
And with that bluff getting through, we have a new chip leader.
Travailler dans une banque à l'accueil, c'était un job, enfin un CDD quoi. Donc c'était à une époque où je savais pas trop ce que j'allais faire. J'ai commencé à jouer avec mes amis sur des parties réelles et ensuite j'ai joué sur internet. Déjà, enfin, j'ai vraiment été passionné par le jeu et puis on va pas se mentir, à l'époque j'avais pas beaucoup d'argent donc c'était un moyen de gagner de l'argent assez facilement. Alors j'ai gagné en 2009 l'EPT Macao pour 400 000 $ et en 2011 le double EPT Amnéville pour pareil 400 000 $. de me réveiller le matin en ayant rêvé justement que je gagnais un de ces tournois comme le PT. C'est souvent la grosse déception au réveil et là le fait de vivre ça c'est fantastique quoi. Je pense que les deux Français sont les joueurs les plus dangereux à la table. En fait, c'est des potes que je croise sur le circuit maintenant depuis plusieurs années, donc c'est assez particulier de jouer avec eux. Mais la relation est vraiment bien entre nous. On prend du plaisir. C'est plutôt amusant, je trouve. Du coup, ça enlève une partie de la pression.
Remember, you can't spell Allain without all in.
Jimmy's still smiling. He ain't sweating it. And talking of sweating, we're going to play this hand from Mr. Guerrero's perspective.
Jimmy's gonna sweat.
Queens under the gun.
Jimmy's raising queens.
He makes it 250,000. Calamusa folds. His nemesis, Adrien Allain, is on the button.
Wow, these guys are deeper than the Marianas Trench. That's the deepest part of the... Please, read a book, a medical journal, something.
I knew what it was, Joe, because I've seen the Octonauts.
Watch a cartoon, then.
So Allain has 3-bet to 675,000. Everyone else has folded. Action back on Jimmy.
I'm going to recommend that we don't fold, but I do think calling or 4-betting is fine.
Guerrero elects to call. We go to the flop.
I think calling is slightly better.
King 8-7. Only one overcard to Jimmy's queens.
We still hate it.
Action check to Allain.
Jimmy's got no choice but to check call at least one street.
It's a continuation bet of 500,000.
I'm sorry, we have no choice but to check call one street.
There's the call. Turn card. It's the 7 of hearts, pairing the board. Jimmy checks. Allain is betting again by the looks of things.
We'd prefer he didn't.
So it was $500,000 on the flop. It's a full million on the turn.
Honestly, I kind of like just folding queens here, and we look like a genius when he's got ace-king.
Guerrero does fold.
Wow, he did it!
And Allain did have ace-king.
We do look like a genius.
Well, after that hand, Adrien Allain has extended his chip lead. He's now playing 13.9 million. Jimmy Guerrero second in chips. Asan Umarov in the danger zone.
Danger zone!
With just 13 big blinds, because we're now playing 81-60 with a 25k ante.
Now's when the real poker starts.
Jan Bendik first to speak. I don't think he likes it. He doesn't like it.
Terrible poker face.
Umarov folds. Guerrero on the button. Passes. Pierre Calamusa in the small blind. Has ace-4.
All in.
He shoves.
It's a big shove, but he's rarely going to be... Oh, God, he's behind.
Adrien Allain calls with ace-jack.
It's domination nation. Vive la France! Hey, if this ended like a French film, they would all lose and also die, and it would be in black and white.
Well, Pierre's buddies have seen him survive 2 all-ins. Can he make it a hat trick?
That's a chapeau trick, James.
And Pierre's putting on his lucky scarf.
His lucky A-sharp.
I don't care what key it's in. The flop gives Allain top pair. Calamusa drawing wafer thin.
C'est pas fini.
Someone's gonna explode.
Well, Adrien knows that with Pierre, it ain't over till it's over. A king on the turn and opportunities emerge. They will split with a queen. Question is, can Pierre find another miracle river? Not this time. Pierre Calamusa out in 5th place.
Good game, guys.
He earns just shy of 234,000 euros.
Je suis le commentateur. Bonjour, Adrien.
Well, with Pierre gone, it's another pay jump for the remaining four, including online qualifier Adrien Umarov. Would you like to follow in his footsteps? You can qualify for a main event at PokerStars.com. We're down to 4 at the PokerStars and Monte Carlo Casino EPT Grand Final, where so far, Adrien Allain has been showcasing his quality on the big stage. And no one's felt that more than his good friend, Jimmy Guerrero.
Nice bluff. Sure bluff. Sure.
But this isn't the time to lose focus, and apparently that's where earplugs come into play.
En fait, j'utilise des boules caisses pour rester bien concentré dans ma bulle et éviter les bruits autour. Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de bruit, il y a beaucoup de pression, il y a beaucoup de... On peut facilement se déconcentrer. Moi, ça me permet de rester focus dans ma bulle et de me concentrer. Et surtout, j'ai beaucoup travaillé les tels physiques, donc j'essaie d'avoir un avantage ou un edge là-dessus. Et donc je vais essayer de prendre les micro-avantages sur les tels physiques que je peux avoir sur n'importe qui.
Everyone focuses on visual tells, but what about olfactory? I bet I can tell your emotion right now, James, just by the smell.
Go on then, amuse me.
Annoyance.
You nailed it. Yes. Line still 80-160. Action on Jan Bendik, EPT 9 Player of the Year, 2-time main event finalist.
No bluff, my friend, no bluff.
7-6 of spades on the button, he raises.
That's your problem.
Online qualifier Adrien Umarov has ace-9 in the small blind.
All in.
He shoves.
All in.
Easy shove.
I'm all in.
Whoa, now let's everybody slow down for a second.
Jimmy Guerrero wakes up with kings in the big blind and reshoves.
This should be an easy fold for Bendik, but he's gonna rub his belly and stand.
Three-way, I cannot speak.
Come on, Jan. There we go.
Okay, good luck.
Umarov the player at risk here and a 2-1 dog.
You have an ace, Jan? Jan, an ace?
You better hand.
I mean, do you have an ace?
You really don't want to know the answer to that either way.
He's coming on the turn.
The king coming on the river. You know, king of spade.
Oh
no.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck to you.
Queen, queen, jack on the flop. Umarov with 3 outs.
Kazakhstan in the house.
10 of spade is good. No.
Mm-hmm.
6 on the turn.
Attends, merde. Que je le trouve.
Barry Greenstein required. Ace on the river for Umarov to survive. It's a jack.
Okay. Good game, very good game. Thank you.
Umarov out in 4th as Jimmy Guerrero finally wins a hand.
Putain, le setup. Ça, c'est bon, ça.
Sick run, buddy. In for only 10 euros. Kazakhstan and deliver.
Cash is out for 305,660 euros.
Don't feel too bad, buddy. It was a Kazakh standard spot.
I'm sure he's pretty happy with his result.
Good experience, yes. I like this. I love this. I love poker. Of course, I'm happy. Now is small disappointment, but tomorrow I will be rejoiced.
I've been told I can't do a Borat impression, so all I will say is, it's nice.
So 2 big stacks, and Jan Bendik bringing up the rear with 24 bigs. Guerrero with aces.
Jimmy's getting rockets. Hey, remember that guy with the toothpick from Uncle Buck? Classic.
So this is a raise from the button to 350,000. Allain is folded. Action on Bendik in the big blind.
350.
He's got king 7 of hearts.
Sure, why not?
He calls.
Ace, ace.
King 7. Bendik flops 2 pair.
Oh man, this is what I like to call a fang. And the ANG stands for aces no good.
Action's been checked to the pre-flop aggressor. Guerrero set to continue.
It looks like a great flop for aces.
375,000.
I say the move here is to just call.
I don't think this is going to be a call.
Yeah, and Bendik has made it pretty clear that he marches to the beat of a different drummer boy.
He check raises to 925k.
I mean, clearly that's what attracted Angelica to him in the first place.
How's Guerrero going to respond?
He can get in real trouble here if he thinks Bendik's going crazy with just a king.
He's counting out a re-raise. That's 1.85 million.
All in.
Bendik shoves and Guerrero snap calls.
Wow, I am surprised to see aces get it in there so happily.
Yeah, nice hand. Give me a 4. Nice hand. I cut.
A quarter of the time, he's gonna catch up.
Team Bendik hoping that kings and sevens hold here. Turn card's a deuce. Additional outs for Guerrero.
Deuce or 4.
Or an ace. The river card is a queen.
Nice hand. Nice hand.
Bendik doubles up. Now playing close to 8 million. Well, Jan Bendik has been a regular on the EPT for quite some time, but it wasn't until Season 9 that he really made his impact. Jan dominated the side events to claim Player of the Year.
Season 9 is my season. I win, I think, 4 tournaments or 5 tournaments. Second and one place 3. It's good season for me. I play 2 times final table. In Prague it's 6th place and Sanremo plays 5. In this game I lose a chance for winning a tournament. This time I play for trophy. I am a gambler, big heart.
It should be noted that when he told us about his big heart, he was actually informing us of a medical condition.
Blind still 81.60. Guerrero first to speak.
Next 350.
Raises the button with 10-9. Allain folds. 7-3 for Jan Bendik. And he defends.
That's a fine defend at this stage. I would never do it, but I'm also the 7th best player in my short-handed home game.
The flop is Jack 9-6. Second pair for Guerrero. Nothing for Bendik, who quickly checks. And Jimmy checks behind. 5 on the turn. Jan now has a double belly buster. He can make a straight with a 4 or an 8. Jimmy still with the best hand, but it's Jan who'll bet here. 525,000.
Call here from Jimmy seems reasonable.
Taking us to the river. Which is a 4. It's a straight for Bendik.
What is I Am Gambler gonna do?
All in.
Wow, huge overbet, shoving on Guerrero.
He's kind of made it so that he's never getting called by worse. What an insanely perfect run out for 7 tray.
Guerrero folds.
Bend it like Bendham. Bendik like Beckham. I will get there eventually. Bendik like Bedlam. Nope.
In your own time, Joe. Allain playing 17 million. Jimmy Guerrero, the short stack, with 4.6 million. And first to speak on the button. 7-3 again. He folds. Deuces for Guerrero in the small blind.
Jimmy's going quack quack.
He raises to 425,000. Oh, ace jack for Adrien Allain.
Haven't heard much from him for a while.
I think you're about to hear something.
All in?
Well, let's start with a standard 3-bet to just over $1 million.
16. How much you have? 16. 16 at the beginning?
You can definitely jam deuces here, especially after that 6-9 nonsense from before.
Morning.
There's the all-in, and there's the call.
I know you have a good jack. Huh? Go on. One flip. Good luck.
Guerrero's tournament life is on the line, and we're off to the races.
Loris doit être content là, putain. Et toi? Loris doit être content.
Like Marcel Marceau versus Gerard Depardieu, one of these two hands is the slight favorite to be a national treasure of France.
Benoit.
Jimmy's going to channel the energy of his rail.
Juice on the flop. Flop.
We are flipping for hundreds of thousands.
The flop has an ace and a jack on it.
Deuce is in big trouble.
4-5 is good. 4-5.
Everything's funner when you go runner, and in this case, you also don't go broke.
The turn card is a 6, so only a deuce will save the start of day chip leader. It's a 10, he's out.
Bonne chance, toi aussi. T'as gagné.
Guerrero has got to Guerrero go, but not without taking home a significant chunk of Guerrero dough. Can definitely afford a new coffee stirrer now.
And we're heads up. Jan Bendik against Adrien Allain.
Thank you.
Bonjour, Adrien.
We're heads up at the PokerStars and Monte Carlo Casino EPT Grand Final, where generations and playing styles will collide.
J'ai commencé par jouer en cash game au poker et ensuite je me suis mis en heads up pendant plusieurs années, donc en heads up cash game, donc c'est plutôt un format que je maîtrise assez bien.
For me, standard heads up player, I think have no chance. Gambler, yeah. Standard player, I think in heads up I'm much better.
Enfin, pour moi, c'est vraiment un rêve depuis maintenant quelques années, quoi. Gagner la finale en plus, ça serait juste magique.
It's time. For 10 years player, it's too long. Yeah, it's time.
Bendik's got a 3-1 chip disadvantage, but he's got at least a 3-2 heart advantage.
Blinds 100,000, 200,000 with a 25,000 ante. Allain calls on the button in the small blind with 8s. Bendik raises from the big blind with Queen Jack.
All in.
Allain shoves.
Cool.
And Bendik calls. We're off to the races already.
He said he was a gambler, and the story checks out. That is one way to take the edge from a GTO player.
Nah.
This is for the title, everybody.
Flip není zle zaplatené v mojich žetonoch.
At least in poker, your physique has got nothing to do with how well you flip.
The flop is crunchy, all clubs.
If the flop's the first hurdle, Allain just caught a toe.
Lots of additional outs for Bendik.
14 autov. Mierny favorit.
The turn card is another club. That'll do it.
Wow.
Bendik doubles up with a flush.
Play on, players.
Well, Jan has narrowed the gap between them substantially. Back to work, Adrien.
Now's when the real poker starts. Jimmy Guerrero taking a seat on the rail. It's a real who's who of French poker players out there. Combined earnings of tens of millions of francs.
So Jan Bendik will be first to speak here. And we've only caught one of his hole cards, the King of Clubs.
I'm going to do this hand with one eye open.
He raises to 675,000. Jack 10 of diamonds for Adrien Allain.
Oh, sorry, my depth perception's gone.
And he defends. The flop. 10, 10, 3. Allain flops trips.
Such a great feeling.
Action goes check, check. And Allain improves to quads on the turn.
What the actual...
With no continuation bet from Bendik on the flop, Allain leads the turn for 500k. And Bendik calls.
Yeah, there's lots you can get called by a heads up.
The river card is the 4 of clubs, and I really hope for Jan's sake he didn't just river a flush.
Even a flush isn't super strong on this board.
Allain is going for value, 1.6 million.
Flush is actually just a bluff catcher.
Call.
Well, Bendik must have something he's called.
Can't beat quads?
I don't think he can beat quads. I think quads are good.
Maybe he had a full house, but I doubt it.
Well, we're now back to a situation where Adrien Allain has close to a 3-1 advantage over Bendik.
Back where we started.
Allain's got ace-king.
Ooh.
He just calls. Bendik, with a small pocket pair.
All in.
He shoves, gets called, and once again we're flipping for the title.
A standard flip, arrived at in a very not standard way.
Ouais, je limp, il a open show. Enfin, il a show.
Well, now I guess I know why he limped.
If ace-king gets there, it's over, and Adrien Allain is an EPT champ. So Jack 5 deuce flops, 6 is a holding.
Opportunity number 2 for the Frenchman to put this away.
The turn card is a queen that gives Allain additional outs.
As 3-10.
An ace, king, or 10 on the river sees the Frenchman ship the tournament. It's a 3. Bendik doubles up again.
This has got to be frustrating.
And for the first time at this final table, Jan Bendik's taken the chip lead.
Yeah, boys.
2 chances, 2 misses for Allain.
I mean, you're supposed to win half your flips. What the H?
Blinds are up, 125,000, 250,000, with a 50,000 ante. Adrien Allain, first to act. Pocket 8s.
Here we go again.
He raises to 525,000. We may be going again. Bendik's got 10s.
This isn't a flip.
Here comes the re-raise. Bendik makes it 1.65 million.
No, now that he's got chips, he's not all jam happy. Well, they are pretty deep. It doesn't have to go all in pre-flop.
Allain just calls, and he'll get to play the flop in position. And he flops a set. Maybe, just maybe, the ace will save Bendik from getting stacked here.
I don't know, the ace might be a scare card, but I'm pretty sure Bendik's fear receptors went out with popcorn ceilings.
He's continued the flop for 1.6 million. Allain calls. Will that slow Bendik down?
Nothing has slowed him down thus far.
The turn card is a 10.
That's ball game.
A cooler developing here, set over set.
Now Bendik finally slows down.
Bendik has checked it. Allain is betting. 1.5 million, a small bet into a huge pot.
Really small.
How much you play more?
Is this a terrible Hollywood or just a plain old D-gaff?
10.5.
I am leaning toward the former. Allain breathing heavy. I think it's because he expects to have the best hand pretty much always.
Bendik loading up for a check raise. He makes it 4.25 million.
Everything in his hand has been standard up until this point. Against another player, Allain may not be loving this, but Bendik plays everything super fast, even two pair hands.
Just a call from Allain, and he's gonna need those quads again.
Oh man, I didn't even think of that. Nobody gets quads twice.
Complete brick on the river.
All in.
Bendik shoves. Allain calls, and it's over.
Let's everybody take a second to let this sink in. The grand final champion has been crowned.
Jan Bendik has won the EPT 12 grand final.
And France cannot believe it.
EPT 9 Player of the Year, 3-time main event finalist, and on his third occasion, he is a winner.
Good game.
He becomes the first ever Slovakian EPT champion.
Počkej, niekto nemám naopak. Opačne.
And he will wave that flag with pride.
Big heart, big gambler, big title.
Adrien Allain is crushed.
Slovakia, small country, a big player.
So the two big stacks had to settle for bronze and silver because the player with the big heart claimed the big score. Jan Bendik wins more than 961,000 euros, and he finally is an EPT champ.
You set my world on fire. How long have you been waiting?
That's why I'm the best, huh? Nice bluff. Sure bluff.
I think it's my turn. All in.